Welcome to Shom Achshava on the Daf Shir sponsor Lui Nishbas Aram Be'akashom Le'avas Yitzchok. We're holding in Sanhedrin Daf Tzadik Aleph in the middle of the Agatas of Perek Chelik. One of the big topics that the Rishonim speak when discuss the Inyanim of Olam Habah is what will be in Olam Habah. Will it be the guf and the neshama, body and soul will come to Olam Habah, or will it be only the neshama? The Lashon of the Rambam in Perek Ches Minchas Tshuva Halacha Beis, he says, "Olam Habah ein boi guf v'gvio, ela nefashos hatzadikim bilvad, beloi guf kemalochei hashoris." And he continues on and says, "Hoyil ve'ein boi gvios, because there's no bodies, ein boi lo echilo, v'lo ishtio, v'lo dover mikol hadvarim sheguvos b'nei Adam tzechim lehem b'olam hazeh." So the Rambam seems to say that there's no body at all in Olam Habah. The Ravid on the spot asked several questions on the Rambam, though we know that there will be Tchias HaMesim. The bodies do come back to life. One of the riots is what we have in this daf, in the end of Amud Beis, that the Gemara says that people will live and then their bodies will heal. And the Yad Ramah in the beginning of this parak, he brings another raya from our daf, in the beginning of Tzadik Aleph Amud Beis, where we have the story on Taninus tells Rebbe that neshama and guf can be pointed to each other. The neshama could say, "I can't on my own." There would be no avera, and the guf would say, "On my own, I can't move." So each one can be pointed to himself. So told him Rebbe, HaKadosh Baruch Hu comes and turns the neshama and the guf together. So the Ramah understands it means lost love. HaKadosh Baruch Hu takes the neshama and the guf and judges them, and based on that judgment, that's how we get to Olam Habah. So clearly in Chazal that there is Tchias HaMesim, that the gufim are coming back. So what does the Rambam mean? So the Kesef Mishnah on the spot there in the Rambam says, the Rambam agrees that Olam Habah, there's a neshama of a guf. When the Rambam says that the Olam Habah ain't by guf, it's not referring to Olam Habah, the world that will come later. It's referring to the world that comes after a person dies. When a person dies, his neshama goes up to Shamayim, his guf stays down here and decomposes. That the Rambam is calling Olam Habah because it's the world that comes after this world. There, everybody agrees it's only neshama. The guf doesn't go up to Shamayim. But afterwards, when it's Tchias HaMesim, the neshama and guf come together, and really the Rambam agrees with what the Ravid says. But the Rambam himself has letters where he spoke about different things. One of his letters are called Igeres Tchias HaMesim. And there in Perek Dal, he explains the Shita. And the Rambam says, yes, I agree there will be Tchias HaMesim. And people will come back to life. And they will live a very long life for the neshama and the guf. We'll see, we'll get to it regarding the Elef Hashvi, the 7,000 years. And that's what the Rambam is referring to. That's when these bodies will live in doing the Atkufo, neshama and guf together. But says the Rambam, afterwards will be another death. And the guf will go away. And only the neshama will stay. And that neshama will come to what we call Olam Habah. So clearly, the Rambam learns that the Tachlis Olam Habah is neshama without a guf. It's a soul without the body. And although the Rambam agrees, the way he explains, that there is Tchias HaMesim when the guf comes back, but according to the Rambam, it's a 4-stage process. In this world, we have neshama and guf. Then there's Miso, the neshama goes to Shamayim, and the guf decomposes over here. Then there's Tchias HaMesim, the neshama and guf come together. And then there's a second death, and only the neshama stays to Olam Habah. And that's also the Yad Ramah. Here in Daf Tzadik Amud Aleph, that's how he explains the Shita of the Rambam. But the Ramban Shar Gemul, he is the Rosh Hashita, and many other Rishonim agree with him, and the Pashas all the Mekubalim go with him, that of course, there will be neshama and guf. Olam Habah is neshama and guf together. And the Ramban goes and brings rise to that, and he says that HaKadosh Baruch Hu created the neshama and guf to begin with. It's not something which is temporary. That's how a human being needs to be, neshama and guf together, also when he gets to Olam Habah. And he says, Lapi Kabbalah, the guf of Adam has a lot of seidos that are included in it. So it's something that remains to Olam Habah. And that's the Mahalach, the Olam Mekubalim and Gedoylei Adoros agreed with. The Olam Habah is neshama and guf together. And I heard from my Rebbe, Moshe Pirzatzal, that the Rambam also agrees with that. Also the Rambam will agree that neshama and guf will be in Olam Habah. What the Rambam says that only neshama goes to Olam Habah is referring to what the Ramchal writes. The Ramchal says that we get to Los Lavoi, then the guf will be elevated to the darga of the neshama today, and the neshama will go to a higher level. And every 1,000 years, the guf will go to the level of what the neshama was before, and the neshama will go to a next level. And that's it continues on and on. So it comes out from the Ramchal that the guf that we have today, that's not the guf that will be in Olam Habah. The guf that we have today is going to be in the level of the neshama that we have today in Olam Habah. So says Rav Moshe, that's what the Rambam means. The Olam Habah doesn't have the guf that we have today. There's only neshamas, meaning a guf, which is the level of neshama. And according to that, the Rambam fits with all what the other Rishonim say, as the Ramban Shar Gmul and all the other Mekubalim. Anyone who wants to join the Shomachshava email list to WhatsApp group, please email shomachshava@gmail.com.